Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at Texas Roadhouse Q4 earning results, revenue in line with expectations. So this is one of the many thousand article that was created by Yahoo based on Texas Roadhouse. They've created a lot of articles about the same thing. Q4, right? Q4. Again, fourth quarterly results. These are all created in the last 24 hours. Again, reports robust earning growth. Okay, I can't decide which article to read. Surpasses Q4 earning estimates. These are all by Yahoo Finance and they're all in the last 24 hours. This is really something else. But I'm here on Qualtrim and we want to take a look at how efficient this company has been held and run. Seriously, it's one of the most efficient companies that I can find out there. No wonder why it's doing so amazing. But also, if you look at the recent pricing of Texas Roadhouse, the price have exploded on final day of trading today, Friday, 16th of February. Pricing exploded. Absolutely amazing. No one really expected this, but strong growth continuously for this company just is nothing stopping them. So Texas Roadhouse shares have been trading higher after the company reported better than expected Q4 results. And I'm telling you, the stock exploded today. And it's only recently that I invested a small portion into Texas Roadhouse. And I've got to say, I'm happy with that. But I can definitely see this company doing a lot better in the future. It's just going to continue growing, to be quite honest. So for one, let's take a look at the quarterly revenue, right? So in the last 2 years, actually, even if we go further than that, the last 5 years, you got to remember 2020, in the middle of 2020 wasn't the best year for Texas Roadhouse. And that's the same for a lot of these businesses, restaurant businesses. But you know what? 2023 last year was absolutely an incredible year for them. In fact, each quarter they were bringing in revenue above 1.1 billion. First quarter of 2023, 1.17 billion. Second quarter, same thing. Third quarter, 1.12 billion. And the final quarter, 1.16 billion. So that's 1.16 billion. Absolutely incredible by Texas Roadhouse. So what's the market capital? So what's the market cap of this company? Well, it's 8.8 billion. But hold on, I hear what you're saying. They just made over 4.5 billion last year alone in revenue. So if they can make their entire market cap back in 2 years, they can make their entire market cap back. Does this mean that they're undervalued? Yes, they're undervalued. This company is undervalued. I don't have to say it. Look at the earning before interest tax. Look at that. The only negative time in the last 5 years was in the COVID time. That's the only point that they were negative in the last 5 years. Okay, it's probably less than 5 years. Let's go to 5 years on the chart. Okay, now we've got 5 years from 2019. I'm right. It was the only time they were negative. Look at how beautiful that is. Which company do you know is run this beautifully? Okay, let's look at free cash flow. Similar thing. It's a similar case. Free cash flow is a little bit different. They were negative again first quarter of 2020. Okay. This wasn't the middle of COVID. The middle of COVID was still, I'd say, anytime from February till August. And even that was low as well. Don't forget, second quarter of 2020 was low. Third and fourth quarter, they're all right. But it was really the huge recovery in 2021 that really set them on a path. Now, don't get me wrong, in terms of free cash flow, first quarter this year was great. And that seems to be a common trend for them. If you look at their history, they were a little bit negative in 2021, third quarter, a little bit negative in third quarter in 2019. But if we look back to the first quarter of 2021, first quarter of 2022, first quarter of 2023, and the final quarter of 2023, you can see there's a trend. The first quarter seems to be the point where they can do extremely well. But I do see some inconsistencies. But I think those inconsistencies are definitely improving. If you take a look at from 2021, there's definitely more consistency. It's more predictable. While it might have went down a little bit in the first quarter in 2023, it's definitely more predictable compared to prior to 2020. 2020, 2019, you can see it's a little bit more unpredictable. Yeah, it was sort of all over the place since 2014. This is the last 10 years. Since 2014 till 2020 or 2019, it was quite unpredictable. Now, I think they're trying to find a place of reckoning. They're a lot more stable now. You can admit that they're a lot more stable. Still was a little bit negative in Q4 2021, but a lot more positive. So what I'm seeing is a business that's run extremely efficient. And if anything, the shares are falling. But keep in mind, the shares outstanding, it's incredibly low in terms of quantity. 67 million in outstanding shares. Well, no wonder why the price is so high. Now, it really depends on what kind of company this is. Is this the kind of company that's going to allow the share price to go to 1,000, 2,000? I doubt 2,000, but 1,000, 1,200 is possible. Or around 500, 600, will they consider about splitting the shares? It's worth a consideration because that's not a lot of shares. And also the market cap is, I'd say it's definitely undervalued. Let's get to our Yahoo articles. Texas Roadhouse revenue up 15.3% on a year over year to 1.16 billion. It made a GAAP profit of $1.08 per share, improving from its profit of 0.89 cents per share in the same quarter last year. So in terms of revenue and expectation or estimated revenue, it's the same. In terms of earnings per share, it's roughly the same. Free cash flow. Now this is where it is quite interesting. Free cash flow of 71 million, up from 13.19 million in the previous quarter. And we were just looking at that. Gross margin, 15.8, up from 15.1 in the same quarter last year. Same store sales were up 9.9% year on year. Store locations, 741 at quarter end, increasing by 44 over the last 12 months. Market capitalization, 8.8 billion. Is that right? Is there really 741 different locations for Texas Roadhouse? I've got to research that myself. I've got to find that out. Okay, here we go. Number of Texas Roadhouse restaurants in the United States in 2024, January 23rd, 2024. There are 646 Texas Roadhouse restaurants in the United States as of January 23rd. The state and territory with the most number of Texas Roadhouse is Texas. Of course, it's Texas, with 74 restaurants, which is 11% of all Texas Roadhouse restaurants. In 51 states, 570 cities. That's really extraordinary. Now, this is what the numbers say, but Yahoo's saying something else, so I'm guessing the numbers are probably a correlation, but I didn't know they had this many restaurants. This is just in the United States, by the way. But based on what I was seeing on their website, it looks like the Texas Roadhouse restaurants, they have restaurants in Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. 2 in Abu Dhabi, 3 in Dubai. That's really incredible. So the CEO of Texas Roadhouse, Jerry Morgan, he has a statement, and I quote, "We had an outstanding year in 2023, which was highlighted by a double-digit same-store growth and a record number of new system-wide opening across all 3 brands. We're extremely thankful for our operators for their exceptional leadership and all the roadies who've made dining at our restaurants such a legendary experience." As you can see below, the company's annual revenue grew by 13.9% over the last 4 years compared to 2019, normalized for COVID-19 impact. So this is how it's been growing in terms of total revenue. Absolutely incredible. And these are quarterly results. Texas Roadhouse year-on-year same-store growth sales. So in 2021, it looks like that really sort of exploded. Now, one final thing to end this video on. Texas Roadhouse just announced its 3rd price hike in less than a year. The next time you stop by Texas Roadhouse for a hand-cut steak and one of its signature margaritas, don't be too surprised if your bill is higher than usual. The chain announced this week that it will roll out a 2.2 menu price increase at the start of the second quarter of 2024, which should begin around late March. During an earnings call with investors on February the 15th, Texas Roadhouse CFO Chris Monroe explained that the upcoming price hike is meant to help offset the impact of inflationary pressure it expects to face in 2024. You hear that, ladies and gents? They're adjusting for inflation. Now, when companies adjust for inflations, they always consider their own bottom line. I don't need to spell it out for you. I think you already know what that means. And this is quite common in all industry. Prices do raise for various reasons, some for inflation, but also they consider their own bottom line. So prices are rising about 2.2%. That's not too bad actually. So they finished this video on the gross profits for Texas Roadhouse. In terms of gross profits, we're looking at 728.73 million. In terms of earnings, we're looking at 292.32 million. There's cost of sales, which is 3.75 billion. And then there's also expenses, which is 436.42 million. It's not an easy business to run because, as you can see, it's a restaurant business, and restaurant business are not easy business to run. But this is a business that has been doing extremely well recently, and I want to keep an eye on it for sure because while the price of the company might seem expensive, the overall business is actually doing fundamentally well. It's doing extremely brilliant, and if anything, like I said, it seems expensive, but if anything, it's actually cheap if you consider the market cap. But that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.